Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking and recapping the last uh, moments of price action of Bitcoin. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. Bitcoin has been insane. The price is currently trading at 27.95, $22,776. It peaked at about over 23,000, for today. And it's kind of oscillating between there, but it can definitely change in a couple hours. Um, but uh, Looking at this price, looking at where we've come in the past 10 months, um, sometimes it's sometimes you have to throw TA at the window. And this is the whole like premise of this video of sometimes the TA really disconnects with the price. It really does, on a macro sense and on a day-to-day sense. Uh, and at some points you just have to let it ride. And I want to visually show you this. So first we're gonna go to the BLX. So the BLX is not going to show 22,000. It's going to show 21,3065 because it's it was yesterday's closing price. But with the BLX, we'll be able to visually look at the prior bull runs, so to speak. So first off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna roughly draw the the bull runs of yesteryear and take a look at you know uh, trends and speed. So first thing we're going to do is we've drawn all the prior all-time highs for Bitcoin. Now, starting with the oldest one, we'll take where the bottom looks to have a bottom out, right? And then we're going to draw it to the prior all-time high. Bottom, prior all-time high, bottom, prior all-time high. Then we're going to take it from the prior all-time high to the new peak. Okay, new peak. You can see that price accelerates on a weekly basis uh, as soon as it goes past the prior all-time high. Where are we? We are here. We are at the precipice. We are over the all-time high and currently have no price history to reference of, no support or resistances. Um, you know, some would call it blue skies for Bitcoin. And, and this is why this is one of the reasons why TA is going to be thrown out the window, because as of right now, price has already been accelerating very quickly, and this is even before the prior all-time high. Are you're and you're telling me that the price is going to go even faster? It's hard to understand because all all indicators show that Bitcoin is overbought, like a correction is coming. And I can throw on some, indicators here. I'll throw on the MACD. Um, when you look at the MACD, the momentum is almost creeping up to 2018 levels. And we're now nowhere near close to an all-time high. We just got past the prior all-time high. We can throw the indicator for the RSI, and the RSI says the same thing. We're currently at an 85 on the RSI. We've been at 85 um, for quite some time, and um, we're inching ever closer to the peaks of the 2013 bull market at the high mid 90s. And when we look at the 2018 20 end December 2017 peak, we were at a 90 on the RSI. And currently right now we're at 85.72. We are ever so close to that RSI point. It's insane. Um, eh, the RSI says that we're completely overbought. However, the price has not turned around. You can look at the 20 weekly moving average, and see the distance of the moving averages, and see that we're at a 53% over the 20 weekly moving average, and throughout its history during the bull market, and we can look at the 2016 move, that it's around this time where Bitcoin should come back to the 20 week, but we haven't. We haven't for quite some time. We're at over 50% of the 20 weekly moving average for a long time, and yet we have not moved back. And this is where you see the disconnect. You see how price accelerates after we get to past the prior all-time high. Yet every single indicator we have is indicating that there should be some kind of pullback, but there's not. There hasn't been one for quite some time, for a few months. We will get it, but it just goes to show that we really don't know. Indicators can't help us anymore. When we look at, for like, I can go to the fear and greed index, and we're at like a 92 fear and greed. And we've been at this level on the high 90s for months, for quite some time, and yet we're not getting it. Now, mind you, fear and greed is a little finicky because we only have history up until like February 2018. So it makes you wonder what the fear and greed would have been at the peak of Bitcoin in 2017 and in 2013 and in 2011, because 2013, 2011 peaks were much more impressive than 2017's, and probably what we're going to see this year, or this peak. So everything is screaming that there's going to be a correction, but we're not seeing one. And this is the idea of, sometimes you gotta look. You know that the price is gonna get faster. It's gonna accelerate. Volatility is gonna increase, and no amount of TA is gonna help you predict where the local peaks are, because we're in that phase of exuberance. So now more than ever, it is time to stay level headed. Easier said than done, um, especially when price accelerates this quickly, and um, not so much to rely on a lot of indicators. Um, you can look at macro patterns and kind of have a good, like, a somewhat of a sense of the trajectory. We know that at some point Bitcoin's going to come back to the 20 week. Um, and if it is a bull market, then those are the times where it becomes a good buying opportunity. We just don't know where those, buy regions are. So if you are looking for a certain level, like say you're saying like, I will buy Bitcoin below $20,000. Well, what if the dip never comes? The 20-week moving average comes above $20,000, and then it dips. It's never gonna reach your buy target. So in these times, it's uh, the name of the game is, at this point, sell. Not literally, like, you don't, like, I'm not advising you to sell at 23,000 dollars on Bitcoin. However, the idea that, you know for me, at least for me, like, the name of the game is starting to sell. I already know where I'm going to be selling, um, and I will set my stops along the way. Like, for example, like, I can tell you what my first, like, sell target is. My first sell target is around 28,000 dollars, depending on how fast we get there. At this rate, if we go up another 20% next week, then we'll be at $26,000, and I'll have my first sell on Bitcoin. Um, and it would be the first sell for this cycle. So I think that in a prior video I mentioned, if I haven't, then you're going to hear it now. Um, the more exuberant the market gets, uh, the faster I'll be selling. And I think that's a truer statement now more than ever, considering the fact that we're now over the prior all time high. Price is going to get a lot more volatile and more aggressive. Um, and with that said, I'll be selling faster than you can count with your fingers. Um, in that sense. So, uh, and that is the next obstacle. Uh, for the people who made some bad trades down here. Well, this is the time where you really need to show what you're made of, because now I think past the prior all time high, guys. This is serious. This is not this is not playing willy nilly, with your trades. When it gets up here, this is when it gets very serious. Um this is when, a mistake on a trade can have lasting effects. So buckle up, stay conservative, and try not to make any trading mistakes. Don't buy into the FOMO. Don't buy up when it's up 20%. And uh this is aimed at any of you who already own cryptocurrencies. If you do not own cryptocurrencies, I suggest you watch my video "Should You Buy Bitcoin," where I go into the idea that if you don't own any, then yes, you can buy. Just be aware that your risk is higher than what my risk is, because I didn't buy at this level. I bought lower. I can stomach, with like my portfolio can stomach the losses of a short-term correction better than yours can. Um, so you'd have to be okay with that. And you'd have to be okay with the volatile swings of the short term to then hope that in 90 days, 6 months to a year, 2 years, you'll be in you'll be in good standing. Anyway, that's essentially what I wanted to talk about today. Later on today, I will be talking about the situation with altcoins. Um, Altcoins are in a very peculiar situation considering the circumstances, and I think it's a good time to look at a general outlook on altcoins again. I'm sure a lot of you who hold a lot of altcoins are feeling the pain right now, and might be a little confused. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Take care.